New Mexico Real Estate Basics, page 31. Besides this buyer client, other potential buyers that the broker is working with may be interested in the same property. The brokerage agreement terms should clarify under what circumstances the buyer's representative may deal with those other buyers, regardless if the situation arises before, during, or after the end of the contract. Also, the broker should not disclose to any buyer the terms of another's offer. The agreement should discuss methods of contacting competing buyers. The broker should ask the buyer to acknowledge that the broker is acting solely as a broker and not as an attorney, tax advisor, lender, appraiser, surveyor, structural engineer, property inspector, consultant, or other professional advisor. Buyers are advised to seek professional advice concerning the condition of the property, status of title, and other legal and tax matters concerning any proposed transaction. Can a buyer's brokerage agreement be assigned or sold to another broker? Unless the terms of the agreement state otherwise, buyer brokerage contracts cannot be assigned, sold, or otherwise transferred to another broker without the express written consent of all parties to the original agreement. Can the broker take buyer brokerage agreements to a second broker? On termination, brokers are not allowed to take or use any written buyer brokerage agreements secured during their employment. These agreements remain the property of the qualifying broker and may be canceled only by the broker and the buyer client. Does the broker owe the buyer-client anything after the termination of the relationship? Legal and ethical implications of agency survive even after the termination of a buyer's agreement. Other responsibilities include accounting for monies and property related to and received during the contractual period, as well as keeping requested information confidential. Under what circumstances may a qualifying broker or affiliated brokers meet another broker's client? Listing brokers usually allow a buyer's representative to accompany prospects at any step in a real estate transaction. However, a listing broker is not required to permit a buyer's agent to be present when presenting an offer to a seller-client or discussing confidential matters with the seller-client. With the listing broker present, sometimes buyers' representatives are afforded the courtesy to personally present their client's purchase offer directly to the seller. If this courtesy is not extended, the buyer's representative presents the buyer's purchase offer to the listing broker, and the listing broker singularly then presents the offer to the seller. Do brokers have to cooperate with and compensate each other? Brokers recognize that while one brokerage has the listing, another broker may already be working with a buyer. The buyer wants to continue to work with the buyer's own broker, not the listing brokerage. In this situation, the seller benefits.